neutralizing antibodies in patients with severe acute respiratory syndrome-associated coronavirus infection. The Journal of Infectious Disease. So this is apparently an alleged document they found, right? And it says that one of the authors, Deng Hongqi, had worked on HIV extensively using CRISPR, although it was to edit genes to give resistance. So apparently it's alleged that this may have actually been a manufactured super biological weapon created by these Wuhan labs, which again I'm not going to get into the validity of, because because it's coming from like a 4chan thread, you can't take it seriously. Come on. Here's another doozy. Dr. Zhengli Shi took a bus from Wuhan's Institute of Technology to the P4 lab, roughly 16 miles. She stopped one time halfway through her journey, opened her suitcase, and placed a block of contaminated dry ice near an air vent in the fish markets. Whew! Alright, you hear that? It's ripe for conspiracies, dude. Ripe for it. Again, can you trust 4chan? No, you can't. Now, where does this magical world lead to? Well, it leads to projectevidence.github.io. Ooh, Project Evidence? Evidence SARS-CoV-2 emerged from a biological lab in Wuhan, China. Published April 16, 2020. They were pre-toking this one, so let's get into it. The goal of this document is to examine evidence that may prove that SARS-CoV-2 virus was present at a biolab in Wuhan, China, and SARS-CoV-2 virus was introduced to the greater by an infected lab worker or animal. And they're going to talk about claim 1 and 2. Now, by the way, this is a long page, okay? So if this is an application, if this is a psyop, this is a trolling op, it's a very elaborated trolling op from 4chan. But let's go down real quick, okay? Now, what's interesting about this to note is not just here, because we are going to look into the condensed viewpoints of all of this. Now here they talk about suspected laboratories, right? So here they've mapped out the Huanan seafood market where this originally had shot from. Conspiracy can end up getting into. But usually, ladies and gentlemen, I must say this almost feels like a full-on operation performed by 4chan. Now here's an actual article that just released 3 hours ago, talks about this hack in particular. It says, on Monday, users of the internet forum 4chan began circulating more than 2,000 passwords they claimed were linked to WHO email accounts. The details soon spread on Twitter and other social media websites, which claimed that the WHO had been the victim of a hack. Mariano's team conducted that the WHO hadn't been hacked, but that the passwords of some employees had been obtained from other data breaches. The employees have used their work email addresses to register an account for a particular